they're just banning based on UNL, what they've seen in game, because they don't know people for their picks yet. Because Jenna, I actually I don't know if Jenna's ever played Silas top before. He used to be a really really big Silas player, but I don't know if he's played it top in UNL before, and I don't know if he would pick it again because it didn't seem like he was able to do very much off it.
It's quite a niche pick. It depends.
Yeah.
It's really matchup dependent.
Yeah,
You need to
because
be able to get good value out of that ultimate.
yeah, no, he's an amazing Silas player, like we know that. But
I actually could
top lane
see it
is a
in
lot
this
more
game
difficult to
though,
pull off.
because if you look at GGL's team, I can understand that ban. I mean, if
Yeah,
he did get through onto
competitive, right?
CT, you've got the Amumu ult, the Trinder ult, the Kennen ult, even the Ashe ult. Every single one of those ultimates are very high value
Yeah.
to steal. So that ban does really make good sense to me. But GGL looking for that early 5-man invade, whereas CT have the same idea but on the different side of the map. So we will have to see. These teams will not be facing each other at the moment as they both walk into the opposite sides of the jungle. GGL actually securing some vision this time, as I have noticed they've tried to pull this trick off before and not end up securing any information at all when the other team gets a ward on the other side. So nice to see them actually secure some vision. But we will have to see if both teams end up backing or going to steal one of the buffs early from the other jungler. As I do believe you're now muted, Ben. But we will have to see where these junglers are starting. Amumu has the option to take the early Raptors to go for the quick level 2 down to red buff, but it looks like he's just looking to get a leash off of his bot lane here. As Westy and Brandifar look to take a bit of that damage away from him, to get a bit more of that early sustain for him. As we do look at this early mid lane matchup, we did talk about the early trades. I feel like Oswald would just be looking to scale up to that level 6 and build up his rage bar before he takes any trades at the beginning. But Wibbly, as we said earlier, known for this pick, and we just see Oswald going in for that early trade actually with that Tryndamere spin. Didn't manage to get any crits, so the trades seemed to be quite even at the beginning. And Jamie's not gone for that Doran Spade start, he's gone straight for the Cull.
Yeah,
looking to scale, get a bit of that extra
knows
gold.
What he needs to do in this lane. I mean, I think obviously once the Jarvan gets through his first few camps, hopefully we'll get out onto the map and start looking for things. I know Spores has been very very good on these kind of like general like utility junglers. Like if you can group like the Ivern and the Amumu, I think the Sejuani as well was one that we've seen.
Yeah, Sejuani, he's not a big fan of the Sejuani. He does enjoy the Enchanter sort of more meta and supporting his team, which is Amumu does fit in perfectly for. He can start off, he can choose when he goes in, start off those big engage fights with the ultimate. And I would say the onus is more on the Jarvan to get a good start early. He's known more as a ganking jungler. So he won't be. I don't imagine he'll be looking to go for a full clear. I imagine he'll be looking to get some influence on the map early, maybe towards the mid and the top side. Which CT, their best players are known to be in their mid and top side, so we'll see if he's looking to get the influence there.
They've been strong side in their mid and top. Obviously, Moiswan and Mark definitely not to be underestimated by any means. But
No, but not by any means. GG with the sub in the bottom lane, we will have to see how that plays out. We'll be keeping an eye on how it's done. But at the moment, both junglers up towards the top side, so we will be expecting some action up there at some point, unless they just go for that first clear reset. To get that early pickaxe or long swords, whatever they want, on the Jarvan, and then maybe a tank item on the Amumu. Be interesting. I don't imagine Spores will be heading into any damage-oriented build. I feel like they have enough damage with the Kennen and the Tryndamere, so I imagine he'll just be going for something towards like the Jack Show and into that more tanky sustained build. As we do see some early Mumu action in the mid lane, but he's not gone for any bandage toss or anything. Just saying hello. And Oswald getting a decent trade there, as the Jarvan does come in, and Oswald does end up having to blow both summoners there. Not ideal for him. Maybe could have got away with just the flash there, but ended up popping the ghost instead as well. So we do see the mid lane getting pushed out there as the Yone looks for his first reset. And then Nass is getting a bit of a push in here into the Kennen, which is interesting, as I'd expected it the other way, but Kennen probably pretty happy with the wave set as it is. Nass is overreached too far, and Kennen can end up chasing down the lane. So do you see some action down the bot lane?
And Mark is not going to get away. Westy flashes under the tower and does actually secure the first blood there in the flashback. for Moist Swan 43. I should have name tags on. That's apologies, but it was.
I mean,
it
an ambitious
looked
flash
great
from
for a
Westy
second.
there, but
yeah,
it works out with the 1-4.
Yeah, it
Back
looks
to
a little bit grief
Kaiser.
for a second, but it works, I guess. I mean,
I mean, but overall, both ADCs getting the kill there, so both teams be happy with where their gold distribution is on that trade.
if you look at mid lane on the map, Spores is being met by Wibbly. I had to flash away there to avoid that solo kill in mid lane. Didn't get to see any of that because Director Camera loves the top lane.
It does love the top lane, just a few trades up there.
And
As Spores has now been spotted
this
here.
time.
No flash either.
No flash or anything. That is a very dead mummy.
And Oswald can do nothing but watch from over the wall as his jungler is killed there on his own wraith count. So strong invade coming in there for CT.
But they're going to take
We'll
this
see
whole
if-
fight with the Jarvan. The stun is going to come down from that Braum passive. He's going to have to EQ over the wall. He does get away with his life, just about. Goal lead about 800 in favor of Cursed Tides.
Yeah, 6 minutes in, so we will see the dragon spawning just now. I wonder if any team will be putting any focus on that and going for that Drake Soul win con. No team's looking towards the air, just looking to secure a bit of vision. As you see Spores come back onto the map and straight onto his wolves, just looking to get another clear
Pressure's here
through.
again. But
Oswald sees it coming though, he has that bot side rush forwarded. So under no threat, it's full information where the Thresh is.
yeah, even outside of the actual uses of the ult, just having it available is a big like freedom.
It's a
point.
threat of itself.
Yeah.
And Trendem is always one of those champions, you're like, even if he has blown ult semi recently, you're like, is it up? You always have that worry in your mind, like, can I kill him at this moment? So that
Yeah.
uncertainty will be, yeah. So when they do eventually have to blow it,
You can see there, it's the cooldown on it goes from it's 2 minutes and then it's 1 minute 40 and then it's
Yeah.
1 minute and no, it's 2 minutes. Yeah, you get the idea. Sorry.
yeah, it's down
not
20
functioning.
seconds each per level, 2
Yeah.
minutes down to 80 seconds there, yeah.
Yeah, you're looking at about
which-
a minute late game if he gets any CDR because I think he does.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll be going for this gold drinker
if I remember
Shojin
correctly.
build.
Oh yeah, I have seen that actually. And Mumu is here this time. Spores does not have that Curse of Slapping available, and I think Woodley should be able to just comfortably lead here. Gonna jump
Yeah,
straight back
that-
in onto Spores. I don't know about this, and the Curse of Slapping comes up halfway, but he goes back in with an ultra of his own, and he's going to take down Spores, and he might be able to. He's going to get out as well.
Oh, that's a huge play from Wibbly in the mid lane there.
That
Yeah, with that
is now
ultimate, but he has that Q3 to dash out, and he just works out perfectly for him there.
Slicing Maelstrom, not quite enough damage to take down this dog in the top lane, and that is a very strong Yone at 7 minutes.
That is 2-0.
This is
Got his
the point
berserker
of
screams
the game.
already.
This is
Probably
the
looking
weakest
to get
point
into
of the
his.
game now.
Yeah, he's very happy with how this first 7 minutes has gone, first 8 minutes, and they have picked themselves up a 1,000 gold lead.
Something that's actually like a little bit strange with the GGL draft. I didn't even notice this in Champ Select somehow. The Jarvan was picked R2, and they responded with the Kennen.
That is quite interesting because Jarvan is known as a bit of a Kennen
Yeah,
counter
he
because the
is,
Kennen
yeah.
wants to come in and get in the middle of your team, and if the Jarvan just sits on you with that Cataclysm and the Kennen doesn't have flash, then he's going to get no value out of that ultimate.
Because Spores is here in spot lane, and Mark just going to walk back towards that blue fountain to get his Kaisa out at least, accepting his fate as it is.
And they'll be happy with getting the gold onto the Mumu there. He was sitting 0-2, but Spores is up in farm, and with that extra kill, he'll be feeling pretty nice about his spot in the game.
It's in a lot of trouble. Cataclysm is not available. Like, it is available, but chose not to use it. Junna's going to go for the dive, and he's going to trade 1 for 1 in the end. He is going to trade.
He was quite lucky to get
Yeah,
that. He lived on a sliver of HP before that
it
last
was-
Q went off.
I feel like the ult probably should have just come out early. I mean, the Cannon did have flash available. I guess he was holding it, but
When he went for that tower dive, I
dodging.
feel like he knew he was going to be trading for 1 for 1, but at the end there, he did look quite lucky to even get that. But he'll be very happy with that result and going for that dive. But he has no TP, and if you look at that top wave, there's a big minion wave going into his tower right now, which he is missing all of it on. That looks like a good 2 waves of experience, and gold he's missing out on, so potentially not the best tower dive for him there. So we'll have to look at the level lead, which is because I imagine Kennen will be hitting level 9 way before he is. So maybe not a bit of an ambitious dive there, but we didn't need to go for that. But probably wanted to get some value out of blowing the ghost down the ultimate there.
And Fab,
as we do see Jamie has spotted the Jarvan here.
And he does pick up that Herald, but the slicing Maelstrom is enough to take him down.
Yone will come in.
Trying to hold the Herald, but Yone's going to use that spirit.
Good use of the Unbound Spirit from Wibbly there to grab it, and there's nothing you can do when he's got that snapback. He's already blown the Slicing Maelstrom. So well done from Wibbly there, actually managing to secure that Herald. And quite kind of lucky from February the 14th to get that there, as he was almost insta-popped from the cannon that sat around 400 HP from tanking the Herald. As we do see some trading in the mid lane now, but...
Violet was there with that bandage toss, but he's just going to snap back into the ring. I think you can't even really attempt to go in on this. I think that is a fork rush as well for him, but you can't really...
Yeah, I imagine it will be a fork.
The hook is going to land onto Ashe here. The bomb was going to have to come out from the dash straight in from Kai'Sa. And unfortunately, Brandivar is going to meet his fate. Tries to flash away into that middle brush, but the damage is coming back, and he's not dying. He is going to in the end, but Wibbly is here, and Westy this time is going to be able to use that W to dash over to the minion and get out of that Yone ultimate, and is going to get away with his life.
And actually,
very,
for how
there,
horrible that trade started out at the beginning for Brandivar and Westy, they lived for a long time there. That arm shield really getting a bit of effectiveness, and actually a very nice flash from Brandivar into that middle bot lane brush. Losing the vision for both Moist Swan and Poisoned Truck, so it'll take a bit longer for them to get him than they thought. But with this Herald drop bot, with that Wibbly managed to pick up, they have got a lot of damage and gold. I believe that's 4 plates now, just straight off the bat there, so they'll be very happy with that gold income coming through to them, onto both of their carries. As, Brandon may be getting caught out here again, as there's 4 in the bot lane now. And there's nothing he can do.
I'm going to have to leave you for solo cast for 1 second, because something came up, I wasn't back there.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. So Brandon getting caught there. Unfortunately didn't have the E available, or didn't use it to get a bit of vision towards that bot side, and not anticipating that'd be the Jarvan there, picking him up there. As we just take stock of the items now, there's that first Blade of the Ruin King that we thought about for the Yone, and his Trinidad's not even got his first item there, and quite lucky to get away from Wibbly there, as it was a very close trade there, and he is up a level now over his mid lane counterpart of Oswald. So looking to be a difficult game from GGEL, as they are picking up their item spikes a bit earlier than them here, with now maybe a 3-4k gold lead onto CT as we move in towards the 15-minute mark in a couple minutes. As Jarvan now looking to secure his blue buff, going on to his Raptor camp, will be very happy with his early performance there. We did say the onus would be on him to get a few of those early ganks off, which he's been successful in doing, influencing that map, as Jarvan is known to fall off a bit towards the late game. But with the Shojin Gore Drinker combo being as strong as it is in this patch, I don't know how true that is on this particular set of items. But as he is moving towards that Gore Drinker at the moment, Jamie, with this ranged matchup, he is sat on 2-1 to the Nasus 1-1. He is down 15 CS, and if it's ranged versus melee matchup, I can't help but think he would have been hoping for a bit more. As we do see some trading coming in this middle, and a great bandage toss from Spores there, but a great flash from Kai'Sa also to get away. As we might see the post-Nord truck going down here, as Wibbly does come in with the ultimate, catches onto the Braum, and does manage to take out Brandivar in the end there, and it looks like that will be Spore going down there. So the Yone and the Kai'Sa really picking up all the gold on the map has to offer at the moment through these kills, these objectives, and this farm, as they are up over both of their counterparts, and now sat on a 500 gold bounty for the Kai'Sa and a 400 gold bounty for the Yone. So CT will be very happy with how this game is going through so far. Now sat at a 4k gold lead, not even 15 minutes into the game, and up a tower. GGL did manage to secure that first dragon. It did lose the Herald as well.
It got worse.
It got worse, no. Oh, how are you doing, mate? You good?
Yes, I put the on earlier and I forgot about it, and I realized about 10 seconds ago. But everything is fine. Everything is completely fine. Regardless, it looks pretty bad all across the board for GGL, unfortunately.
Yeah, they are struggling here for sure.
Yeah,
the only saving grace I can see here is they have 2 coals about to pop on the Ashe and the Kennen, which might make up a little bit of that gold. As Jamie here,
good big flashes in. The hook's not going to land. It's potentially a big curse of some money, but it's not up yet. And it's just too much. The wallets of CT are too big Feb does cataclysm straight onto that Ash, but it's not going to matter. Enchanted Crystal Arrow is going to come in, but the health bar is just way too low to do anything about it, and it's really they're just getting gold checked pretty much. That fight was very well played. It was a really big engage from Juicy Boy Jamie, but they're just so far behind. It doesn't matter.
And to be fair, February the 14th did a good job there of managing.
Because they're just so strong.
And the action just continues.
Spores has not been able to step foot in her own jungle in about 4 minutes. And it's a big Womble coming in as well. Person Samurai is available in about 10 seconds, excuse me. But Post-War Truck, the demonic burns, won't be enough to take him down in the end. And the Soul Bound is going to come in as well. And it's a huge pick for Wibbly. He is absolutely unstoppable this game.
And both the carries sat on 503, both over 130 farm at 50 minutes in the game, having monster performances. And CT will be feeling very comfortable moving in.
Moist Swan's putting on a show in this game. Like, Wibbly, we're used to this every single week, obviously, because it's Wibbly, but Moist Swan is having a fantastic...
Moist Swan's having a great performance. He's
definitely not one of the lower people in the server, but it's a really good game from him. Feb as well, having a good game.
He's had some great cleanses as well. He's getting a lot of value out of that summoner spell. And when you look at the team he's against, the Kennen, the Amumu, the Ashe, the Braum, he's going to get value out of 4 of those champions.
It's a scary team to play DC into for sure.
Very. But he's had a great performance so far, and those ultimates have actually come in really key. When they managed to get that kill on the Ashe bot lane, it was a great ult in from him, and then managed to cleanse the Ashe arrow.
Oh, the hook just wide. Death sentence. Caught out a couple of people this game, but not to be.
As the Hextech Dragon is now live, so it looks like CT looking to secure the vision to potentially just sweep that one up for themselves. And I'm not sure if GGEL have the wallets to contest, as I feel like they're just going to get the money thrown at them from the opposite side. As we do see some trading coming in now. Oh wow.
The Undying Fury was available.
I feel like he did not expect the damage coming back from the snapback of the Yone there, as we do see spores and
tower is just falling.
And that would be a Hextech Drake secured for CT as they just managed to murder GGEL as they look to come and contest, but they haven't got the damage or the stats to contest anything at the moment. I feel like they just need to concede and look to scale, but even scaling doesn't look to be in their favor this game. Against the Kaisei, the Yona, and the Nasus, I feel they get outscaled in every single lane. So we're looking quite dire for GGEL as it stands. We'll have to see if they can get a miracle fight off at some point with their wombo combo of the Ashe, Amumu, and Kennen, with the Tryndamere coming in to clean up. But it's not looking great for them at the moment. Maybe if they can get some sort of steals on in the future on the Baron, maybe. So do you see a skirmish here coming in, and Violet just goes straight down there, looking to secure her blue buff.
So quickly.
And that is the, I want to say tank move, but they've got the bleed burn item. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Demonic Embrace, that's it. So it hasn't quite got his Jack show yet, so if that's what they're building towards, they're looking just for that sort of health and damage at the moment, but really not coming in to effect in this one. You see that the Bork is already complete in the One, the Gore Drinker on the Java. So it does just get melted at the moment. So do you see another skirmish?
The Slice and Melchum is going to come in. It's one last grasp for anything from GGEL. Going to pick up one in the end. It's the Yone that falls. But Tryndamere is here, and it's a big flash in. It's a big bandage toss in from Spores as well. He's going to land the second one, and Jarvan most definitely going to fall here. He's going to get that catapult up the Ashe, and he's going to pick one up, and he's going to flash away himself.
And we will have the AQ up again in about 2 seconds. Probably trying to get up to the Drake pit.
Whoa, the bandage toss does land. He's going to fall. Absolutely
didn't quite have it up in time. I mean, if he used it any, I think it was up at that point, the flag and drag to get away, but I think that dragon pit, it just wasn't up in time from there. That's some big damage coming out from the Nasus now. I don't know if we can see how many stacks he secured at 19 minutes.
Nope,
on the Spectator.
471.
Wow.
That is,
okay, that is impressive.
That is where you just FF the game on the spot.
I mean, if I'm looking in my solo queue game and my top laner hasn't managed to get the Nasus this many stacks, I'm not a happy bunny. That is a big Nasus.
This is a very sad mummy.
Looking to just chase down the Amumu
Even by Amumu standards, this is a very sad mummy.
This is a very sad mummy.
Oh no!
Oh,
Don't
no.
make us watch.
Oh,
And Spores is going to fall.
as the cane just falls down on him there in the alcove of the bot lane. May get picked up here though, and it is a trade. It is a trade.
But they're
But
going to look
unfortunately,
straight
the
onto that
shutdown's
Baron.
picked up by Westy there.
And they're going to look
Not
straight towards
probably
that
who they're
Baron
looking
now.
to get the
It's been
gold on
started
to.
up there on the top side of the map. They do have a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
Baron damage with this Kaisa.
And CT just say, you want to kill our Nasus in the bot lane? Fuck, we'll take the Baron instead.
Yeah,
So they'll be very happy with that trade. As we look at the items now, Kais is sat on a 700 gold shutdown with her Shattered Shiv and Nasher Tooth looking to build into the Ginsus. Absolute monster on the Rift at the moment, backed up by a 2-item UNA already.
Westy gets
Poor
caught out
Westy.
in no man's land. He cannot be there. And the
And Westy-
flash hook would have landed if it wasn't for Brandenburg's flash in zone. Herald
And
still
that
going down.
that was a great attempt from Post Nord Truck, and a flash for flash between support and ADC, you'd be very happy with that. It just means the ADC is no response for
Oh,
5
the
minutes.
face shield is absolutely unbelievable.
And it's
that,
perfect from Wibbly,
that
instantly able to punish the Ash Flash.
if it wasn't over before,
it's over
pretty
now. Oh
comfortably
wow.
over now, yeah.
The Herald comes in. Juno here looking to stop the backs. As they are just looking to push to the end here. 13 seconds on the movement. As Oswald
One
does look to
last
try and get
fight here for
something.
GGL. Wesley has to flash away. And unfortunately, even through their best efforts, GGL are not going to be able to get anything from this game. But Cursed Tides on an absolute rampage at the moment. It looked a little bit rough for a while, but they've picked it up brilliantly.
I'm not even sure about it. It looked rough for them. They've had a convincing game from start to beginning here. It is a 21-minute shot, just shy of a 22-minute game. So
I meant to
very
say
dominating
in
from
the
I'd say at least a
grand
5-minute
scheme of
mark.
the season.
Yeah.
It looked a bit rough for them over the course of the season, but I think